It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point, he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career. Not many chances now to lead an offense, but still capable if put on the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Flacco. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To pass, Flacco. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's stacked up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. They're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So here are the Texans now, the long field ahead. And it will be led by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, James Prochet. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Flacco. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to put those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Flacco. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his own brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Here's Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flacco. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's fielded at the 45. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They will start this drive with Ford. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
3rd and 1, Stroud.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle to Singletary.
And he works his way free all the way down the outskirts of the red zone.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10.
Wide open receiver complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Andrew Beck. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Matt Amendola now for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Play action. Flacco. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flacco off play action. And his throw here is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Ford. Oh, good move.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Flacco from midfield.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 2nd and very short, Flacco. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This is Ford. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
On first down, Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are once again back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Houston. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, it's Stroud.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting it with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
This caught out left by Bell. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A give, Singletary right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Flacco. Again, he finds more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flacco. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Flacco. Another completion here to Hunt. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Corey Bajorquez now. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Singletary to get the drive started. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The second down throw now from Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ford, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. He's got Njoku over the middle. Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now we're looking at 1st and goal.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go.
Passing play, Flacco. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To pass, Flacco. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jonathan Greenwood running in to pick up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Stroud off the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run again with Hunt. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. And this time he's got the hook up. Complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Flacco will take to the air again. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go pass again with Flacco. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Flacco. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts shoot on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 3rd and goal, Flacco. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun.
Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, this is Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive line love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 36, Flacco to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Flacco looks to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field. But here he finds his big tight end for yardage. That's what you have to do. Keep the where you're going to go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Hunt is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Again, it's Hunt.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Kareem Hunt.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Flacco looking to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now out comes Houston.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Operating out of the gun, Flacco, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped.
Jonathan Grenard
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask the defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Flacco. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a fourth down.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stroud sets up the play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Come on, baby. Get it. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. You know what we need, baby.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. They find some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They run with Ford. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Let's go, fellas. Let's ride, dogs.
On the ground, it's Ford. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Ford. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash. This from 33. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, it's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Flacco's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, Flacco from the gun.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Once more, it's Flacco.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
Flacco right back to work after the pick six. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Flacco.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Good footwork at the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Flacco. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Ford. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is a hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flacco looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
First and 10, it's Stroud. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The second down throw now from Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Desmond King making the tackle.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run on first down. Ford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have this escort.
Okay, you put that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about why things because expected. They went back to the game. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.